Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are well. It's been a while since I reviewed a Timex on the channel, but that is going to change today. Now, as I always say, your subscription is the only way to keep this channel going on YouTube, so please don't be shy and hit that subscribe button. I did unbox this watch alongside another Timex a few weeks ago. Now I finally got the chance to do this review. I'll talk about the price first. So I paid 125 Australian dollars for this watch, bought it from Europe, and that price includes delivery as well. So it is a lot of watch for the price, coming from a watch manufacturer with a lot of heritage and history behind it. I mean, we are talking about less than 100 US dollars or less than 90 US dollars, the way the Australian dollar is performing at the moment. So if you like this watch and you manage to find this watch and buy this watch for something close to what I've paid for it, you'll be getting a lot of watch for your money. Now, talking about the dimensions, as per Timex, the case size is 40 millimeters. I believe their measurement is from one side of the bezel to the other side, which I measured at 40.5 millimeters. But for me, the true measurement of this case size is from this extended part of the case, which I measured at 42 millimeters. So it's not really a small watch. The lug-to-lug distance is 50 millimeters. Now, as I always say in all of my videos, when the lug-to-lug distance starts to get closer to that 50 millimeter mark, I start to get worried and I start to see some lug overhang, and there's no reason for me to believe that will not be the case in this scenario as well. I've got an average size wrist. My wrist size is 7 inches. I'll put this on my wrist later on in the video anyway to show you how it fits. But if you are a person with a larger size wrist, I don't see a lot of problems. I don't see a lot of problems that you will face from this case size or this lug-to-lug distance. The case thickness is 12.8 millimeters, which is reasonable for an automatic watch, and the lug width is 20 millimeters. We have a flat mineral crystal that comes with this watch. Wasn't expecting sapphire from Timex anyway, and not going to complain about having a mineral crystal on this watch, at least for the price that I've paid for it. Stainless steel case, bezel and crown on this one. We have fine brushing along the side of the case and polished along the edges, brushing on the side of the bezel again, and high polished finish on the top surface of this fixed bezel. The crown at 3 o'clock is a pull and push crown with TX listed there for Timex. Again, a signed crown at this price point is a really nice addition from Timex. A lot of the times from a lot of the manufacturers, you'll see an unsigned crown on a watch at this price point. So the credit goes out to Timex for putting that effort in and putting a signed crown on this watch. Now, talking about the dial, which I really like from the finishing point of view, I really like this this vertical brush finish to this dial, and that subtle glossiness to the dial as well, which plays really nicely with the light. Again, credit goes to Timex for not just slapping on a bland, plain looking dial and going through the effort of putting a decent textured dial on this watch. We have applied markers all around, automatic and Timex printed underneath 12 o'clock, the Waterbury printed above 6 o'clock, and in the same white we have the minute track printed on the outer part of the dial. Now, we do have this open heart on this watch as well between the 8 and 6 o'clock. I am a bit 50-50 on this. I know a lot of people like them. I like them on some watches, but on this watch, in my opinion, if they had left this dial uninterrupted, that would have worked in the favor of this dial. And again, it's a personal opinion. Anyway, I know a lot of people do like them and they will prefer for this to be on there. As I said, I'm a bit 50-50 on that. I don't hate it with it, but I would have preferred it without this open heart there. So guys, that's the dial. There's some Lume on this watch as well. We do have Lume on the markers and on the minute and the hour hand. There's no Lume on the seconds hand. I'll give you a quick peek into the quality of the Lume. It's not the best quality Lume you'll find on the watch, but it is something's better than nothing, I guess. So here it is. It's not the strongest of Lume you'll find on the watch. The strength is definitely not there, but again, for a watch like this, you know, it's there, and it will come on when you need it. But again, it doesn't really last that long anyway. So that's the Lume. Not the best quality, but you know, as I said earlier, something's better than nothing. All right, guys, let me turn the lights back on again so we can carry on with the rest of our review. Now, coming to this leather strap, from the quality point of view, it is reasonable for the price. It is a bit on the stiffer side, but I've seen that with a lot of leather strap. Hopefully this will give in with a bit more wear, and but I really like the color of this strap. I really like how it goes really nicely with this blue dye. I like the stitching on this strap as well. It's straight and really nicely done. We have a stamped buckle on this one with Timex there. Same brushed finish on this buckle as well, as we noticed on the case earlier. Two keepers, one is stitched, one is loose, as you will notice on a lot of leather straps. We do have quick release option as well. So if you don't like this strap and you want to replace it with something else, you will find plenty of strap options out there with this 20mm lug width, and it'll be quite easy to take this off and replace it with something else. There is some padding you'll find on the on this strap as well. It starts to sort of thin out as you move further down on this strap. So from the quality point of view, it's reasonable for the price. No, not really any complaints here either. Let me give it a quick wipe so we can look at the case back as well. So we do have a see-through case back. This is a mineral crystal as well. This watch is an automatic watch, and it comes with Miyota 821A movement. It does offer hacking and hand winding, 21,600 beats per hour. You get approximately 40 hours of power reserve, and the stated tolerance on this watch or on this movement is -20 to +40 seconds per day. It's not really a looker, you know, but again, for the price, it's reasonable enough. You know, you will not see a lot of decoration from many manufacturers out there at this price point on their movements, but it's still a reasonable looking movement there. So to hand wind the watch, when the crown is in its original position, you rotate the crown and you'll be able to hand wind the watch. Pull the crown out to its final position. You can see the seconds hand has stopped, so that confirms that this movement does hack as well. You get 50 meters of water resistance with a screw down case back and a pull and push crown, as I mentioned earlier in the video. There's some information there about the watch as well, and you can see the reference number there, automatic movement, stainless steel, and some other information about the watch itself. So guys, that's the watch. I really like the texture on this dial. It's a shame that it's a bit too big for my liking. Had they made the watch you know, closer to that 39 to 40 mil case size with a much compact lug to lug distance, this would have been a perfect watch for someone like myself. 50 meters of water resistance is definitely okay for a watch like this, and you know, it's an automatic watch. For $125 that I paid for this watch, it is an absolute steal. Again, Timex is one of those brands that I really like. They've done great things in the past, and I would really like them to start doing great things now as well. All right, guys, let me just put this on the wrist now, and I'll give you a quick wrist shot before we wrap up this video. All right, let me chuck this on. This leather strap is a bit on the stiffer side, but here you go. As you can see, there is definitely some lug overhang there. You can see it sits really tall on the wrist as well. But the real bummer for me is that case size, even though Timex, as per Timex, the case size is 40 millimeters, but in reality, it is close to that 42 millimeter mark. So yeah, and that 50 mil lug to lug is is a no-go zone for me personally. But again, for larger wrists, game on, no problems there at all. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you with my next video shortly. Until then, stay safe and look after one another. Thank you again.